स्वामिन् नमस्ते नतलोकबन्धो कारुण्यसिन्धो पतितं भवाब्धौ मामुद्धरात्मीयकटाक्षदृष्ट्या ऋज्व्यातिकारुण्य सुधाभिवृष्ट्या स्वामिन्नमस्ते 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 स्वाराज्य साम्राज्य विभूतिरेषा भवत्कृपा श्रीमहिमप्रसादात् प्राप्ता मया श्रीगुरवे महात्मने नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमस्तस्मै सदैकस्मै कस्मै चिन्महसे नमः यदेतद्विश्वरूपेण राजते गुरुराजते। जय गुरु, जय गुरु, जय गुरु. So when I inquired yesterday that when was the last I talked live, I was told that it was 1st May, so nearly 2 months. With travels and also our programs here, like Swamiji's Jayanti, and then some other reasons. For some time now, the live talks are not very regular. We are not happy, at least I am not happy for that, because there is a gap, and then I always feel that whatever you have heard some time back, how to bridge the gap and how to start again. So today I was listening to what I spoke last time. I had started this Sadguru Saannidhya topic mostly because of the Purnashram Udbodhan, the inauguration and dedication of Purnashram, which took place on 26 February. And I had mentioned in my last talks that it was for some time while we were bringing out the Bengali book Sadguru Saannidhya, preparing for that holy day, the whole atmosphere and ambience everywhere in everybody's minds as well as outside, it was filled with Guru Bhakti. Swamiji was writing shlokas on Purnashram, dedicating himself to his Gurudev Baba. And so I decided that in this book, Sadguru Saannidhya, some things which are there in Bengali, which we may take a little time to translate in English and bring out for all of you to read. Why not tell you certain portions from it so that you also take a dip in the ocean of Guru Bhakti. And I'd chosen the topic or the article where we had presented the letters from Baba. As I told you, that the letters that Baba wrote to me, the letters which Baba wrote to Nutan Swamiji, both of us individually had preserved them. And from those letters, we have chosen some very important ones and brought out in this book. Unfortunately, when I came to the ashram at the feet of Poojya Swamiji, I didn't find any letter which Baba had written to Poojya Swamiji. There were many. But Poojya Swamiji had not preserved them, neither did the people who were around him at that time preserve them. So those were lost. If they were there, it would have been a great treasure for us. So, in this book, Sadguru Saannidhya, I am calling it a book, but it is for everybody to feel that Sannidhya. What is Sannidhya? The association, the close association of the Sadguru. And Swamiji has named this book Sadguru Saannidhya because Swamiji has written his association with Baba. Nutan Swamiji has written about his association. I have written about my association, and we have shared the letters. And also, I have written an article which was written directly in Bengali, which had given the history how this Purnashram came under our trust and how the new Purnashram has come into what it is now. And this book, if anybody reads it, it will be only swimming and getting drenched in the association of a Sadguru and feeling that strong Guru Bhakti that one must have, will feel what is the Guru-Shishya relationship. So, this is not only that I am reading a book or telling you what is there in this book. It is for all of you to go deep into it, listen carefully, understand. Many of you are devotees of Swamiji. You know Swamiji for many, many years. Many are disciples of Swamiji. I think any such book about any guru or his shishyas, where this strong bond is expressed and exposed for the benefit of others, it is a treasure for human beings. Last session, I had told you about 3 letters which Baba had written to me. And those letters, I think you can go back and listen to it. I'll just say in short that when I started feeling that this world is very, very impermanent at the age of only 23, having every happiness in my life, a very good family, everything was all right. Still, that kind of a feeling came to me, I think, by God's grace and blessings. And I was looking for a reply, an answer to whether there is any permanence in this world. And that is how I started writing to Baba, about whom I came to know. And in the previous session, which was on 1st May, I had explained the 3 letters which one after another I had written and Baba had replied. The summary of those 3 letters is that the reliance on God or the Guru. Baba said, do not be afraid, God resides within you. And he said that for this path, the spiritual path, to learn this knowledge, a guru is definitely necessary. as a guru or a teacher is necessary to learn any academic subject. Also, by considering somebody the Sadguru, one's ego is sublimated because one feels that somebody is there who knows much better than I do. And ultimately, it is the faith that the Sadguru is the real well-wisher of any human who has considered the Sadguru to be his guru. To have reliance that he will guide me on this path, he will mold me in the manner in which I should be, and to listen to him with all faith and all heart. Baba had written that do not be anxious. You just remain connected to the Lord within. Everything will come your way. All the spiritual quests will be replied, if not by me, by some other jnani. This is where I had stopped. And now I would like to read some of the other letters. One letter is letter written to Nutan Swamiji. It is after his Diksha. Baba has replied, and Baba writes, this was written on 12 December 1973. So you can understand. He was also young at that time. So Baba writes from Dakshinkhanda, Purnashram, dear son, I think after Diksha, Nutan Swamiji must have written to Baba about how he is meditating according to the guidance of Baba, whatever sadhana Baba had asked him to do, and he must have expressed all his experiences to Baba. So, Baba had replied like this, dear son, Stambha, Sweda, Romancha, Swarabheda, Vepathu, Vaivarna, Pralaya. These are 8 Sattvika transformations, Sattvika Bhava Vikara, that manifest as experiences in the seeker and inspire him on the path of seeking. So Baba is writing for many seekers. These experiences the seeker may have while meditating after Diksha. What are these? Stambha, stillness. That is, we feel very still. The body becomes still. You don't even feel the body. Sweda, sweating. Romancha, horripilation. Swarabheda, manifestation of sound, like the voice changes. Vepathu, shivering. Ashru, tears. Vaivarna, paleness. And pralaya, that is constantly absolute dissolution into the self. All these things may take place in a seeker or may not even take place. So Baba has written, these are 8 Sattvika transformations that manifest as experiences in the seeker and inspire him on the path of seeking. Sometimes these may happen, and if it happens, then the seeker feels that, oh, some things are happening which are out of not known to me and not controlled by me. So something within me is there which is making these experiences known to me. But it may happen or may not happen. There is no certainty that any of these experiences will come back again. So Baba is writing that there is no certainty that these will happen. Even if it happens, that it will repeatedly happen, there is no certainty. Why he is writing this, we'll come to know later as we go forward. But some unprecedented ones or higher and subtler ones will appear. He says that there is no guarantee that these will happen again and again repeatedly. And even if these does not happen, maybe some subtle feelings one may have. Everything about this path is there in the Shastras. You will come to know in time. So Nutan Swamiji must have written about some of his experiences to Baba, replying which he has written this. But Baba is writing that this may happen, may not happen, it may not come back repeatedly, but sometimes may appear, even something else may appear. All these things are written in the Shastras. You will come to know in time. These experiences, now this is the main, whatever I have read from this letter, my dear children, never feel that, oh, I didn't have this, or I had something very great, much more than this. So, to warn us, Baba is writing, these experiences are milestones, not destinations. Experiences are experiences, changeful. Experience will happen like any other experience. Like when our sense organs, 5 sense organs will experience the corresponding objects. The tongue will taste, the eyes will see, the nose will smell, the ear will hear, the skin will touch. All those are experiences. But all the experiences come and go. They are changeful. So, Baba is writing, these experiences are milestones, not destinations. Just like when we walk on a road, earlier days, even now, there is a board saying that such and such place is, say, 20 miles away. Or now 15 miles away. As we go forward, it will become 15 miles, 5 miles, then we reach the place. So those boards are called milestones. So those are milestones and not destinations. Suppose we walk and we are walking towards, say Trichur. And we are taking the road, we are walking on the road, our destination is Trishur. Now, say Trishur round. On the way, we see some place and we become very enamored by that place. And we stop there and we spend our time there. Will we reach our destination? Similarly, in spiritual sadhana, all these experiences, whatever we have, good, bad, even bad ones. Suppose you feel very restless. Suppose somebody feels fear. Somebody feels that hopelessness, despondency, that nothing is progressing. Whatever it is, good, bad, all those are experiences and they are not the destination. That is why we have to constantly ignore those experiences. These experiences are milestones, not destinations. Go forward. Leave behind your experiences and go forward. For what? To know the self. Where from these experiences are coming, where they are dissolving, what is the source? What is the essence? That self, that soul, which animates these, which enlivens this, which make us feel these experiences, we have to go towards that. So Baba says, these experiences are milestones, not destinations. So Nutan Swamiji, after Diksha, must have written some of his experiences. So Baba is saying that It may happen, may not happen, but these experiences are milestones, not destination. Remember it. Go forward. Walk further. That is, don't stop. Walk and walk till you have reached your goal, till you have reached your aim. The path is like razor's edge and very far too. The path is like razor's edge. Shurasya dhara. In Kathopanishad we have read Shurasya dhara. It is like razor's edge. That is, we have to be very careful walking on that. You should not fall. You should not cut yourself. You should be very, very alert that you don't lose the aim or goal, which is always happening to people. We lose our aim. We become very complacent. Oh, now we are a little spiritual compared to many others. So it's okay whatever we have got. So whatever little satisfaction or peace one gets after treading this path, what happens is that people get stuck to that. People feel that, oh, earlier I used to get restless, agitated very often. I used to feel very angry very often. Now my mind is calmer. I am not that fearful. I can accept whatever happens to me to some extent. And we feel very complacent and we feel very peaceful. Things are quite okay. That is what Baba is pointing at. Those are milestones. Don't stop there. Go forward. Walk farther. These are milestones. These experiences, whether good, bad, pleasant, unpleasant, likable, dislikable, everything is to be left behind and go forward. Then he says, the path is like razor's edge and very far too, but there is nothing to fear, nothing to fear. He is giving that kind of a, in Viveka Chudamani, the Guru is saying, Ma Bhai. What is Ma Bhai? Ma Bhai is, don't fear. We are always fearful. Even in spirituality, the fear is that, am I progressing? Will I ever reach? Why doesn't have? Yesterday, one long-time devotee had come. He knows Swamiji before his marriage. Now his 2 children have grown up. They are about to finish their studies. Yesterday he was saying that sometimes I become very despondent. Am I progressing? Why is it that I am not becoming what I want to be? Realize the self. So, Baba is saying, it is like a razor's edge. You have to be always very, very, very alert and very focused. You should see that you are not losing your goal, you are not falling down, your attractions are not going to other things, you are not complacent. That the feeling, the aim is blazing in front of you. And he's saying the path is very far. It is like razor's edge, but there is nothing to fear. That is what the Sadguru will say. Don't fear, my son. Don't fear, my daughter. There is nothing to fear. And we have to have the faith in him. Shastreshu Guru Vakyeshu Shraddha. We must have. What the Guru says, we must hold on to it like we hold on to a stick when we are falling, or we hold on to a life belt when we are drowning. So, he says these words, but there is nothing to fear, nothing to fear. These words, this message is from the master controller of everything. Baba is saying that don't fear, and he says that I am telling you don't fear, but that is what the Almighty says, the master controller of this universe, the one who rotates this whole universe like an instrument and also remains in the heart of everybody. Yatah pravrittir bhutanam. No, not that. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantrarudhani mayaya. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati. Arjuna is being told by Krishna that Arjuna, see, Ishvara, Bhagavan, is residing within you. And everybody is like an instrument in his hand. He is making everybody whirl about, be active because of his wish. So Baba is saying that Supreme Controller says there is no fear. If you are able to be alert, be focused, do not have any kind of lack of alertness, then you will be reaching the goal. Then Baba is quoting from Chaitanya Charitamrita. He says, what did he say? That who is saying that there is no fear? Baba is actually telling in this letter that there is no fear, there is no fear. And this Abhayabani, fearlessness, is being given by the Master Controller God, the Almighty, to every creature. That I am there for you. I give birth, I sustain, I dissolve. I am there for you, I am holding you. This faith, then he is saying from Chaitanya Charitamrita about that Supreme Controller whom we should love. How will we have Shraddha for him? How will we have Shraddha for what he is saying, telling us? Don't fear, he has said. Why should we have Shraddha in that? We will be fearful. Only when we love somebody, we feel secure, we start believing his words. Whatever he says that I'll protect you, I'm for you, I will stand by your side. If we love that person, we will listen to him. So, the whole thing Baba is writing in this manner, quoting Chaitanya Charitamrita. The love for that Supreme Lord is such. What is that? It says, Shei Prem Ashwadon Tapto Ikkhu Chorbon Muk Jale Najay Tyajon. Says that when a devotee has love for that Almighty God, that invisible God, the infinite God, the all-pervading God, you may say God, you may say Brahman, that presence, the consciousness, whatever you say, when we have developed love, that love only will give us Shraddha. And what is that love? What kind of love is this? Says, taste of that love is like chewing the hot sugar cane. Suppose you get sugar cane which is very hot. Sugar cane is very, very delicious. When we chew the sugar cane, the sweet juice fills our mouth and we are very happy. Suppose it is very hot. Suppose that juice is very hot. We will love that sweetness so much, we will not be able to spit out that juice, even if it is hot. See, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this comparison is given. This love of God is like chewing the hot sugar cane. It burns the mouth, but one cannot leave it and throw it. Then Baba quotes in the letter the words of Swami Narayan Tirthadev. Who was Narayan Tirthadev? Many of you know. Baba's Gurudev was Kshitish Chandra Dev. And Kshitish Chandra Dev's Gurudev was Swami Narayan Tirtha Dev of Dhaka. So, Swami Narayan Tirtha Dev's message is this, some words. He said that, Loke dekhe tar boroi abhav, mone tar kichu thake na abhav, সেজে মুক্ত হয়ে সকল অভাব সদানন্দে থাকে ভেসে. I don't know whether you are understanding this, enjoying this, but you should. These letters were written to Nutan Swamiji when he also must have been 24 or so. So, at that time Baba felt this will benefit him and has written. So when even elders are hearing this, I think we must be feeling benefited. When I read this, I felt that what a great utterance. What does it say? Loke dekhe tar boroi abhav. The one, the Jnani. Now, again let us come back. Let us find a connection in what Baba has said. Baba starts with a seeker who has taken Diksha from a Sadguru and who may be having some kind of experiences. All the experiences are internal and may be feeling that, oh, so many things are happening. Good experiences, bad experiences. So Baba says that these experiences may not happen always. They may come and go, sometimes may not repeat again. And sometimes other experiences also will come. More subtle experiences may be there. This path is a razor's edge. Whatever is there, know that the experiences are only milestones, not to be interested in them, not to give any kind of importance to them. The destination is far ahead. So, leave behind the experiences and go forward, walk forward. This is what he is saying. And he says that there Almighty is saying, there is no fear. Walk and walk towards your goal with attention. This is what he is saying. Then he gave the example from Chaitanya Charitamrita that how will you love, how will you listen to God? How will you take God's words as the supreme? Only when you love Him. Your love should be like that even if He is giving you some sweetness, but it is very hot, as He will not be able to throw it out. The love is like that. You cannot but do without it. In whichever form it comes, the love of God is such, when God is everywhere, in whichever form He comes, good or bad, we are not able to leave Him. We are not able to be separated from Him. This Shraddha should be there in the mind. Do you understand? This Shraddha, He is there in everything, not only in the good, also in the bad, not only in the pleasant, also in the unpleasant, not only in happiness, also in unhappiness, not only in delight, but also in misery. Everywhere He is. So, we cannot leave Him. In everything we see God. Then he is saying that such are the Jnanis. The Jnanis know this. So, a Jnani never has any abhava, no lack, no insufficiency. For common people, what do we have? We only want the good. We only want happiness. We only want pleasantness. We only want delight. We do not want the opposite to it. But the Jnani knows that the self or God is in both. So he moves about in whatever is the situation. He never feels that he has any lack or any insufficiency. Suppose in common, ordinary people, if you do not get what you want, what you wished, then always there will be dissatisfaction in the mind. But for a jnani, there is no dissatisfaction, because he finds God in satisfaction as well as in dissatisfaction. See, what message is Baba giving? This is the sadhana. To understand it, read it again and again and again and understand. And then apply it, apply it, apply it. Because delight, misery, happiness, unhappiness, everything comes to us every moment. Our life is like that. So this spiritual knowledge we have to apply to our life. Otherwise, how do we know that we have got the knowledge? Otherwise, the knowledge will remain separate from us. The knowledge will not become ours. So he says, this is Bengali which I read, people think he, the jnani, lacks so many things. Maybe a jnani has nothing. Maybe he lives in a very small house, or maybe a thatched house, or maybe a broken house. People will feel that, see, he has nothing. He is very poor. He has no money also. But his mind does not feel any lack. But the one who is fulfilled with the knowledge, he feels no lack. He is absolutely happy in whichever condition he is, because he is connected to God. He knows that he is holding me. I have no lack. Whatever is needed for me, I will get. But his mind does not feel any lack. Freed from all insufficiencies. He is freed of all insufficiencies. Every human being always they harp and they lament on their insufficiencies, on their lacks, on what they did not get, on what they got which they did not want. Our harping is constantly on that. But this man, the holy man, the jnani, he doesn't feel any lack. He has no insufficiency. So, freed from all insufficiencies, he floats in constant ananda. We are not able to become delightful or have ananda because we are dissatisfied. Contentment is not there. We are constantly having insufficiency. I want this, I want that, I did not get this, I did not get that, I did not get this praise, or I did not do well. Always like this, something or other. But the one who is a jnani, he is full, purna. He becomes purna. He has no lack. Even though outwardly he may not have anything, he is purna in the mind. That is the aim, that is the destination, that is where any seeker, devotee, disciple, initiated disciple, everybody should aim to reach. So, this is what Baba says. Now, Nutan Swamiji is writing about, in the article where he has written in this book, Sadguru Saannidhya, he has written, after Baba gave him Diksha, he stayed in Dakshinkhanda for 3 days and returned to Kolkata. He was also doing his PhD at that time. And Baba had told him that Swami Narayan Tirthadev used to say, "Dhyan korte hoy na re, dhyan hoy." Who is Swami Narayan Tirthadev? I will again remind you, just now I told you. Baba's Parama Gurudev, that is Baba's Gurudev's Gurudev who was in Dhaka. He had told Baba that, see, there should not be any effort to meditate. Meditation should grip you. You should feel meditative always. If the mind is made meditative, that is, you constantly try to remove the agitations from the mind. And wherefrom do the agitations come? From dissatisfaction, from desires, from discontent, insufficiencies. So, when we remove those things, the mind becomes calm and the mind becomes meditative. So, in such a case, one would like to be sitting somewhere and meditating. If you get 5 minutes time, we are very active, always we are doing some action or other, but we do get some time for our own. And in those times, if we look into ourselves, we will find we are unnecessarily using those times, misusing, either telephoning somebody or reading a newspaper over and over again, or talking uselessly, or thinking uselessly, sitting and thinking what happened in the past, what will happen in the future. This is what we do. But when the mind becomes meditative, mind has become shanta, even for 5 minutes, if we get 5 to 10 minutes between two work, we feel like closing our eyes and taking a dip into our own souls inside us. That is how the time is spent. You know, in Bhagavatam it says that even if one has a long life, but in that life he has not remembered God, that life is useless. Even if one has short life, and in that short life he has remembered God, that life is worthy. So it is like this. So Baba told that Swami Narayan Tirthadev used to say that one does not have to do dhyana. That is, it's not that you have to make an effort to dhyana. You should make your mind such that dhyana will grip you, meditation will grip you. And Nutan Swamiji says, he has written in his article that with him, that is what was happening. He used to be gripped by meditation. The whole day there used to be an feeling of absorption of the Diksha sadhana. He used to feel a deep, all-pervading silence, peace, and a feeling of consciousness. All these things used to envelop him throughout the day. Initially, at any place, any time, he used to be gripped by meditation. Sometimes while he was walking on the road, or sometimes in the midst of activity. Baba used to warn him, see to it that there is no accident. It's not right that you get absorbed while you are on the road. Be very, very careful. Once I wrote to Baba, he's writing, Nutan Swamiji wrote to Baba that my parents have become very worried and my relatives are also getting worried, saying that my body is becoming thin. They feel that I am becoming weak. And Baba wrote in reply, do not give any ear to what others are saying. in this sadhana, if you are sincerely doing sadhana, the body will not become weak at all. The body is getting purified. The body will grow with sattvika elements newly. Ma bhai, don't fear. Don't fear. That is, there is no reason for getting fearful. If people are saying that, oh, you are meditating so much, your body is becoming weak, and you are looking very emaciated, there is nothing to worry. Don't worry at all. So, Baba also told him on the day of Diksha, so many things will happen just by themselves. Baba had said on the day of Diksha, so many things will happen by itself. You will find that things will happen like magic. People talk about these as supernatural. When something happens which we have not expected, people say that, oh, some miracle has happened. Actually, there is nothing miraculous. When your mind is in harmony with nature, things happen by themselves in a beautiful order. You know, these things I also read or heard when I was young, how much meaning it carried. And at every step would feel also that some things like this are happening, not because it is miraculous. Many things happen, we never felt that it is a miracle. We understood that with our spiritual bent of mind and the sadhana that we are doing, the mind is becoming more and more harmonious with nature. When your mind is harmony with nature, things happen by themselves in a beautiful order. You don't have to struggle at all. He would repeatedly say, Shab apna apni hoye jabe. Everything will get done naturally by itself. He used to say that our path is called Sahaja Yoga, the yoga of natural ease. The Diksha and the path in our parampara, it is a Sahaja Yoga. We become natural. We are unnatural. Our real identity is the natural one. Natural one. We are above fear. We are all pervading, eternal, changeless, and immortal. That is our real identity. But we become unnatural because we get misidentified, mistakenly identified with our body. And we feel we are changeful, we are fearful, we are weak, we are mortal. All those things we feel. Everything will come to an end. Whereas our real identity is the soul which is birthless and deathless. We feel that our body is changeful. And it is. But we are not able to connect it to the real source, the real essence. So Baba is saying that he would repeatedly say, everything will get done naturally by itself. My dear children, be natural. Be natural. We have to become natural. Don't think something and do something else. Be straightforward. He used to say that our path is called Sahaja Yoga, the yoga of natural ease. His fond advice was, Ram se lagi raho bhai, banat ban jai. What is the meaning? Baba used to write this to me also. always remain connected to Ram. Love Ram, and you will gradually get transformed into Ram naturally. What is this Ram? Atma Ram, the real self. So, Ram se lagi raho bhai, banat banat ban jai. Always remain connected to Ram. Be nitya yukta, what Krishna tells Arjuna. Be always connected. And love Ram. That is Atma Ram. Love Ram, and you will gradually get transformed into Ram naturally. Baba never wanted anything. He was contented to be left alone in the corner of his thatched cottage. He never wanted anything. He never came in public eyes. He was contented to the core, living in this mud cottage with thatched roof in one corner, not getting involved in anything else except remaining absorbed, and if anybody came and asked him questions like the old rishis, he will give some reply. Very few people knew him. Still fewer had any inkling of his rare greatness. Very few knew him, went to him, and still fewer had any inkling of his rare greatness. And mostly nobody knew about his greatness, his realization, his spiritual knowledge. Nothing they knew. Now we come to know, now that we have started going to Purnashram, those people of his time, Baba's time, many are not there. One or two people who knew him, maybe the next generation, they don't know about him. Not to speak of the present generation. They don't know. They're coming to know because we have started going. Swamiji has built the Purnashram and we have started talking about Baba. They say, the village people are saying that, oh, we never knew that such a person lived here. We feel so proud now that we are born in his village and we stayed. Our houses are near Purnashram. Baba never wanted anything. He was contented to be left alone in the corner of his thatched cottage. Very few people knew him. Still fewer had any inkling of his rare greatness. His mantra was, Kichui China. His mantra was, I don't want anything. The same thing which Swamiji says, I want nothing, I have nothing, I am nothing. I am nothing, I have nothing, and I want nothing. Swamiji also says, the same mantra Baba used to say, I don't want anything at all. Baba had named his hermitage Purnashram because he felt that spirituality must make one's life full, Purna. One's life should become full. Full means what? Full means not to have any lack in mind, not to have any discontent in life, not to have any dissatisfaction in life, not to have a feeling that I could have got this, I did not get. Full to the brim, one must be. He used to say, people misunderstand spirituality as getting away from the world in disgust. But the truth is, one can live life fully in the right spirit only with spiritual knowledge. The people feel that spirituality means you will be away from worldly life. But actually, the life can be led fully only with spiritual knowledge. You become full. So, in connection to Nutan Swamiji's letter that Baba had written to Nutan Swamiji, I read out these portions also. Now I read some letters which Baba wrote to me. Baba had written, because I think I used to write more letters to Baba. So I got many letters written to me by Baba. Initially he used to write with his own handwriting, very shaky, he was old. Later on he could not write anymore, and somebody would write on his behalf, he used to dictate and somebody would write. But one thing we have found, that he was very prompt. As soon as a letter was received, within 7 days or 10 days, we would get the reply. Of course, it was not email. In email, you can immediately send the reply. So, the 3 letters that he wrote, after that, I think I have asked him many questions which are very common to any seeker. My one thing was, when I stepped into this path and slowly came in touch with Baba, we used to go to Baba, stay there and come. And my sadhana that I was doing, on Baba's wish, entered the household life, and the challenges of a household life, a professional life, I was working, and the societal life. These, many times I used to feel that the sadhana that I was doing sincerely, the time that I was getting, that much time is not available, because so much time goes in looking after a domestic life, needs, responsibilities, duties, and the duties of a professional life, the duties towards the college where I was teaching, duties towards the students, everything took away time. So, in the midst of all that, how to keep on thinking and how to remain connected. Ram se lagi raho bhai. How to do that? That was the main question. And I would have written so many letters. The letters are not there with me. That is, I never preserved them. But the replies I preserved. So, he is writing, Baba wrote to me. This was in 1975. Ma. As I told you, in Bengal, young girls are addressed as Ma, mother, and young boys will be addressed as Baba, father. So Baba is writing to me, keep remembering God, take His name. By constantly remembering and taking God's name, slowly a situation or a state will be reached when you will not have to make any effort to remember Him. You will not have any kartritva, doership, that is your own effort, will not be necessary. With God's grace, it will happen by itself, effortlessly. My dear children, these letters, these are very simple to hear, but very deep and time-consuming to practice. What is he saying? Keep on remembering God and take His name constantly, ceaselessly. That is what we are not able to do. The mind goes to so many other things. But Baba is writing that if you are doing this slowly, there will be a state when you will not have to make any effort for that. That means initially we have to make effort. And there I think many fail. Many are not ready to make an effort. As soon as they try and the mind goes here and there, they say it's not happening. We are not able to do. Make effort. Suppose you are not good in maths. What do? You go to a teacher or a tutor, you learn that subject, practice. And after some time, one will master the subject. One will pass with flying colors because that practice has been done, effort has been given. Similarly, when the Guru is saying, what is he saying? Remember God and ceaselessly try to take His name. He also knows that ceaselessly it will not be done. That is why in the second sentence he is saying, later on you will not have to have any effort. That means initially make effort, try. As soon as you find that the mind has gone to some other rubbish thoughts, unnecessary thoughts, bring it back to the thought of God. And what is that thought of God? It's not that we take God's name like Durga, Kali, Shiva, Krishna, like that. Feel that He has created us. He has all the control. He protects us. He sustains us. He'll dissolve us. He has given all these limbs to us, all the organs to us, the mind, the buddhi. We have no control over making anything. And that is why we belong to Him. Whatever He brings to us, whether it is something I like or whether it's something I dislike, everything is by His wish. His design, just like the whole universe rotates. Baba has not written all those things. Now later on, Bhagavad Gita, when we read side by side, we understand that these are also to be thought. So Baba has written this much only, that with his kripa, when you go one step, it is said, if the devotee goes one step, God will come towards you with 10 steps. It is like this. Give effort. Then he is explaining this. Just like, even if we don't think that I am a human being, constantly we are not thinking that I am a human being. I am a female body. Or somebody will feel that I am a male body. I may feel that I am so much tall, or I am this much, my age is this. We don't have to think, we know it. The knowledge is ingrained in us. So he says that just like without constantly chanting and remembering that I am human being, we remain a human being. Exactly like that, you will not have to, if you have given initial effort, you will not have to give effort anymore. You will remain connected with God and God remembrance. God is there in me, in my within and outside. He is there everywhere. He is the only doer. Have strong faith like this, then there will be no fear. Have a strong faith. That is, when we say that remember God, what is it that we are remembering? That I have been created by Him. He is inside me. He, like a machine, He is making me whirl around and do my activities. And also, He is inside me, outside me, up on me, below me, everywhere He is. and He is the only one controller of me. Remember this. If you remember this and you have a strong faith in this, then you will never be fearful. Only when you feel I am doing, all the fear comes. All the fear comes. All the danger also comes. So this is what he wrote. When he wrote this, I'm thinking how much I understood. But I thought that he's writing this, that means he wants me to understand and do accordingly. So the whole thing became how to remember him, how to remember God, how to remember that I am connected. That how was the cry of the heart, cry of the heart. And then I again write to him. And so this, he will give again some reply. Now see, this is another letter where he is writing. I think we had gone to see Navadvip, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace, and there some temples are there. I felt very happy seeing all that. And I wrote to Baba that actually Navadvip is very near to Dakshinkhanda. So I wrote to him that we had been there, it is very nice, so many temples we saw and described. So Baba is writing that you had gone to Navadvip and saw everything. Hearing that, I am very happy. Whatever description you have sent, I have read that and I am very pleased. But remember, in a very big temple full with lot of Aishwarya, prosperity, and decorative, and it is in a very prosperous, decorated temple, God is more present and less present somewhere else. Don't think that. What a beautiful talk. What a beautiful, that means when we see a very beautiful temple, people go to very big temples, no? Which is very big, so many devotees are going. So that is, there the blessings will be more, there the wish fulfillment will be more. People go there, give lot of puja. They may not feel that for a small dilapidated temple. So Baba is writing, since I have written a lot about that Mayapur and Navadvip temples, Baba is telling me what? It is not true that a beautiful, prosperous, decorated temple will have God presence more than anywhere else. If it was so, then is not God all-pervading? If God is all-pervading, then is He more present in a big temple and less present in a small temple? How do we see? Most of us, we have, I think that most of you have been hearing all these talks for now many years. All of us, we know that God is all-pervading. But are we thinking like this? We know that our mind should have an equal vision towards everything. That God is everywhere, the self is everywhere. Everything is an extension of the same self. How beautifully he has written that it's not that when something is very big and prosperous, there God is more. And in the other temple which is very small, that God's presence is less. We have to, my dear children, actually, even in one's own shrine in the house, He is present as He is present in the temples, as He is present where his murti is also not there. He is present everywhere. Every moment we have to think that. Remember that he is everywhere, looking at everything. At times we should feel, oh acha, this is also the extension of the self. That is also the extension of the self. Otherwise, how to remember? And then he writes the best thing. God is present the best and more, supremely in everybody's mind. If the heart and the mind is pure, God will be revealed there. So, a small description I had written that I went there and I felt very happy. Baba has given his message to me that don't think that God is present more here and less there. And he is present the most in everybody's heart and mind. He is the nearest there. He will be revealed when the mind is pure. So today I will stop here. I don't know whether you are taking this well. You know, these are letters written by a Mahatma so many years back to a seeker who knew nothing, a seeker like me, foolish and ignorant at that time. But to enlighten me, he is giving very common examples to enlighten me about the all-pervadingness and the sameness of the self. We have to only introspect on these and walk forward to that destination. Okay. Sampurnam Jagadeva Nandanavanam Sarvepi Kalpadrumaha Gangam Vari Samastavari Nivaha Punya Samasta Kriya Vacha Prakrita Samskrita Shruti Shiro Varanasi Medini Sarvavasthitirasya Vastu Vishaya Drishte Parabrahmani Sarvavasthitirasya Vastu Vishaya Drishte Parabrahmani. Jai Guru. Jai Guru.